let's do that. Today what we're doing is playing with the Bow Builder Punch. And the Bow Builder Punch I've played with before. I just think it's one of the coolest things and I love it. And I wanted to show you ways to make other than the standard bow that it's designed with. So I'm using the Fresh Florals in the Designer Series paper. It's just sent us some cute two-sided paper, so we'll get some interesting looking bows. I'm going to go with the Lemon Lime Twist color. And first thing you want to do is, when you're going to do the bow just the way it was created, you need two. You need to punch it twice. Now, remember, Stampin' Up! Punches. Honestly, I was never a punch girl until I got here, and I am obsessed. I love how simple it is. They lock this little button on the bottom, so they keep nice and flat, easy to store. And you're going to want to punch upside down so you can see what's going on. What's nice about that is you can see if you've stamped something already, you can see where the stamp is, but you can also see the pattern that you're going to get. So I'm going to line this up and I'm going to punch twice. I generally hold it in position, squeeze it a little so it holds the paper, and then I need two hands. So there's one. If it happens to stick like that, shake things out. And usually if you just wiggle it a little bit, you can get it out of there. It doesn't always do that, but sometimes it does. A second punch, hold it, squeeze it a little, punch again. And that's what we need to make the bow the way it was designed. You get two tails, two loops, and now you have two middles. I only need one of those, so I can put that one aside. I don't need it. You're going to also need your bone folder, and you're going to curl. I'm going to use these on the outside. You're going to curl this just a little so that it gets a bow. And then you can use tear tape, and you can also use glue dots. I would recommend not using just your snail, the little, I don't even know if my snail's not even in here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I would recommend not using your snail for these because you need them to really hold. So, some glue dots, and you're going to do the loops first. So a dot, and make one loop, and then a dot, and a second loop. Okay, easy. Now a glue dot and two loops together, like so, and then the middle needs a glue dot, and I want you to go like this. And I'm going to reuse the other side of my paper so I get a really interesting middle, and fold you around, and fold you around. And ta-da! I have a bow. Now I need the tails. And I'm going to use the other side of them because I like having it look, I like seeing both of the colors. That's why I like the double-sided paper. And it's really this easy. I gotta find where my next dot is though. There's my dot. Now you can do this with a bow, where the tails come down. You can also do this kind of a look. It's tough to pull them apart when you have glue dots, but let me try. And you can do that. Depending on where you're going to use it on your card, that looks kind of cool too. All right, now let's get carried away. What about if I have 4 loops? Okay, so that means I need 2. And you can see, I can see where I'm punching. So I need, there's 1. 2. 3. 4. All right. So I'm going to move you up here. And we're going to make some, I'm going to do the other side this time. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 4 loops, 2 tails. So I've got some extras. We'll save these for another project. Save your extras over here. A center. Got a few extra centers. All right, and now we're going to put these together. And if you spend some time playing with this, you can get yourself a little collection of interesting bows. And depending on what you're doing, different looks. Whoops, I don't want my tails yet. I still want my loops. Loop. I need to move that over there because I'm seeing that I'm getting off camera. I'm zoomed in a little bit so that you can see it better, but then I forget where my edge of my camera is. This is the kind of thing that you can do while you're watching TV, sitting by the pool. Hey Cheryl, this is mini glue dots. This is tear tape. These are mini glue dots. They come in a box like this. I'll show you the tear tape too, because you can do that. This is easy to just stick and go, stick and go. All right, so now what I'm going to do is start with my tails. I'm going to build my loops like this. Okay? So I need to think about what goes where. So first off, I'm going to put a glue dot on the second loop down. And then I'm going to stick the one on top. Whoops. Oh, that's where it's going. Like that. Do the same thing on this side. So the second loop down gets a glue dot on the top. And then bring you in. There you go. Now my tails, same thing. Let's do a different color. But I'm going to need to bring them out just a little so you can see on the bottom. I'm kind of staggering each one and coming out so they show. And the same thing with this one. Which one did I go though? And stagger. All right, so now I have these guys ready to go together. I'm thinking I'm going to just try one glue dot and see how they do. This makes it look so cool. Now this is where I bring in tear tape because I needed to hold it together. I can use glue dots, I can, but the tear tape will work a little bit better because I'm going to have adhesive all along the edge, and you can see that it pretty much is the same width as my strip. So that works good. Tear off my tape, wrap that around, and it's going to hold everything in place. Now, I said I only needed one of these. I might want to, let's see. No, one does it. There you go. Is that not cute? And it looks like crazy detailed. Like, now I could also do it and bring my tails down instead of out to the side. Getting a little different look. Let's try, what if I have 4 loops, 4 tails, and 1 center? All right, let's try it. So I need 4 loops. I'm going to use a different color this time. 4 loops. So here's 1. Whoops, I dropped somebody. 2. You can do better than I just did. I'm wasting paper. 3. But this is great for your leftovers, those little pieces of paper you don't know quite what to do with. All right, so there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 loops, 4 tails. 1, 2, I knew I dropped a tail. 3, Oh, good. It went in the trash, but not too far. Don't go down deeper while I grab you. 4. Ah! It's like a fish. There's 4. Okay, so 4 loops, 4 tails, and I need 1 center. All right. So we're going to put these guys together. Whoops, come back. Come back, come back, come back. And you don't have to do them all the same way. You can do them, especially with a double-sided paper. So I'm going to do 2 and 2. And same thing, put my loops together first. Always start with that. And then you can figure out how you're going to assemble them. So there's 1 loop, 2 loops, come on, 3 loops, 4. Okay, so there's 4 loops. This time I'm going to put them together as like a 4-leaf clover. All right, so let's try this with, whoops, come back, a glue dot together, the glue dot. So it's kind of a 2-way bow or a 4-leaf clover. And a glue dot. Right? And now my tails are going to go in between those. So it's almost a flower. And my tails are going to go right in here. 1, 2. Make sure you're sticking. 3. 1 more. I meant to reverse these, but I didn't, so that's okay. We can live with them all the same. 4. And now flip it over. And now you need a center. So what you're going to do in the center, because you can't really wrap this around, is you're just going to put a glue dot in the middle and fold it in. Need a second glue dot in there. Come back because I want you to expand. Tear tape would have worked too because I just need it to be sticky all the way along. So now I've got this little square and then a glue dot on the bottom. So you can see lots of glue dots get used. And then you stick you in the middle. It's not really in the middle. Pretend it is. Okay? Isn't that cute? I love that. Now what if you have some real ribbon and you're going to bring these bows along too? Watch what you can do if you combine them with ribbon. So let's grab a piece of, no, that's not it. Ooh, let's go with gold. So then you've got a piece of real ribbon and you can glue dot that right on, and you could wrap that around your card. You can wrap it around a gift. If you're doing some of the gift boxes that we did over the weekend, let me grab one of those. I'm using different paper, but we can live with it. I guess we could use, I was looking for the white one, but I don't see it because I don't think the pink is right. We have this box from our weekend class. The pink's not right, so just pretend it's close. Pretend it's in black and white. But you could add this to the top of the box. Right? Wouldn't that look cute? So, don't think that, oh, I'm just gonna make a bow, which again, I like the bow. I think it's super cute, but you can definitely do lots more with it. It's one of the more useful punches that honestly, when I first came, I thought, I'm not really that big of it. You know, how many bows am I going to make? I love this one. And I find I use it time and time and time again. So if you're looking for some punches to add to your collection, this is a good one. And it's one of those ones that you just think, I don't know, I didn't think it looked that cool. But when you start playing with it and start adding, and just add bows, it's really easy. You can also use your dimensionals on the back if you need to get a little more oomph with it. You could also, instead of just the center, you could add one of the jewels, the basic jewels in the center, right? You can never have too much bling. Alrighty, well, thanks for coming tonight. I'm trying to do some of these little short ones that show you products that you might not have looked at or that you might have thought, I don't know about so much. A couple things that I want you to remember. Hopefully tonight, I've been super busy trying to make sure that all the simple surprises are in the mail. I still have a few more. So I've been busy today. I haven't really been posting anything, but I have a new simple surprise that we'll be posting for, say this 3 times fast, September simple surprise. Yeah. And I also have a day of, like July was Christmas in July. August was card making day. September is going to be Memories and More. We're going to be using the new Memories and More from Stampin' Up. It's their scrapbooking ideas system cards. They're really cool. But maybe you're not a scrapbooker. So I'm going to show you ways that you can use these really great kits to do more than you can imagine. How do you get those? Simple Surprise is $20 plus $3 shipping. And I'll post that soon. It's not up yet. It's not ready to be purchased yet. And you will have to add your own stamp and inks, and I tell you which ones you need. The Memories and More day of, my day-long events, those are free with a $125 purchase from Stampin' Up! In the month. Now, you don't have to do it in one thing. You can add them up. All the information will be posted so that you can check that out later. If not tonight, it'll be tomorrow morning. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Oh, Paper Pumpkin, ladies. Tomorrow night is Paper Pumpkin. So we will be here one more time. I hope you're not tired of listening to me. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.